Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank one of my subscribers, Freddie Rogers, for bringing this story to my attention that came out in The Connection, October 31st, 2018. Babies born in France without arms. Another case found. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been going on for quite some time. All babies affected were born between 2009 and 2014 in a very small demographic area. And they don't know why it's just happening in this one area, ladies and gentlemen. Another baby has been confirmed as being born without arms in the Ain department in a medical mystery that is still being investigated by health authorities in France. Now, if this is going on since 2009, talk about keeping things out of the media. The baby is the 8th child identified to have been born either without arms, hands, or fingers, and comes from one of the areas in question, a 17-kilometer square region in the Ain northwest of Lyon. The defect is known medically as a transverse upper limb agenesis, meaning a failure of an organ to develop during embryonic growth, so while they're in the womb. All 8 babies to be identified with the problem so far were born between 2009 and 2014 and lived within kilometers of each other in the affected zone, according to local register, La Register des Malformations. Okay. According to Ramira, the number of babies affected is 50 times higher than doctors would usually expect in such a small geographic area, leading them to suspect an external environmental problem as the cause. This 8th child was identified and confirmed following a tip-off given to health agencies, Santé Publique France, after his mother called to double check that her son had been accounted for. The baby had been born in 2012, but it emerged that he had not, in fact, been counted as part of the wider cases due to a change in administrative procedures at his hospital of birth at the time. So, ladies and gentlemen, there could be a lot more children born this way in France, and they were never counted. So they did not count all of these children in this total of 8, which is very deceptive. So there's probably many more like that they never physically counted and documented. But don't that seem to be a global thing among these people? Undercount everything. I mean, even our drug plague is undercounted. They undercount everything. The baby was born without fingers, his mother said, with doctors confirming that his condition was the result of the same ATMS issue as suffered by other babies. The new case has resurfaced the debate between agencies about the probable cause of the issue. This month, October 4th, the SPF published a report suggesting that the situation was not statistically abnormal and that the cases in the aim were genuine coincidences. It said no common cause could be found. However, three biostatisticians, including the former director of Cancer Research Center, Le Centre International de Recherche, it's a newspaper, they did not accept the report. Well, they shouldn't accept the report. The report is inaccurate. What they need to do is contact the parents of the children that were born between 2009 to 2012 and try to physically get the most accurate count as possible. That's not impossible to do. You know, you have all of those registered birth certificates, and you should be able to contact many of those people that had children there between those years and get a physical count as close as possible. They particularly took issue with the fact that the SPF study appeared not to have taken into proper account just how geographically close the cases were when making its analysis and drawing conclusions. Health Minister is continuing to investigate other potential cases, working with SPF and health agency. A statement from her office said, with the Minister of the Environment, we are working with SPF and ANSIS, ANSIS, I guess, I don't know, asking that they investigate possible environmental causes, not only to discover a precise cause, which is very complex, but also to define a precise perimeter for research on the issue. The case has been complicated by the fact that agency Remera had been in the process of winding down its activity and letting staff go after funding dried up from Research Institute. The cutting off of funding for the agency has itself been as controversial in the wake of the ATMS scandal, Remera, which operates across, oh boy, let me just go down a bit. Current problems, funding. You know, this is what you notice they do this whenever anything big is going on. They underfund things. We see them do that here in America. So as you can see, they do that in France. Whenever an issue that really needs heavy research is going on, they underfund everything. Okay, so registers, this organization actually registers all birth defects and disfigurements and investigates any potential cause. And their funding has been cut while this whole thing is going on with these babies being born without limbs. This may include checking any medicine taken by the mother during the pregnancy, checking her lifestyle and environment, and noticing the presence of any external forces, such as living near an incinerator, a factory, or even a large-scale farm. Now the Minister for Health is also working to maintain funding and staff for the agency, pending this latest investigation. Since the eighth baby, which eighth known, you remember they have not counted all of the children born without limbs. They undercounted. To great media attention, more cases from across France are said to have been reported to Remera. Exactly. So more cases have been reported. So 8 is definitely an undercount. From now on, we will have a national online platform in place, allowing people to report cases of ATMS. Wow. Wow. In France, children born without limbs, and it's been going on since 2009. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.